Hey there, Profiteers. Welcome to my June 2018 income report. I'm excited to have you back. I hope you were here last month. If it's your first month, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we do here. Every month since 2012, I have gone on a deep dive on my income and expenses for my online business, which is now my full-time income, to help you learn how to grow your own online business. I try to be transparent so you can learn exactly what I did to build my six-figure business. This month, I brought in $10,130 online. That is 6 months in a row with over $10,000 in online income. I've been averaging a $10,000 a month trend since October 2016. So I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I would love to help you join me as a five-figure online monthly earner. Let's dive in and see how it all came together.
I'm so happy to have you join me today for my second month in a row doing a video breakdown of these income reports. If you like them, please jump on YouTube and let me know in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't, what you want to see more of, and I'll make sure to focus on that in the future. But right now, we're going to dive in. So if you haven't visited yet, here is my online income tracker page. It's at personalprofitability.com. Just click on income reports to access that. If you scroll down, you can see my 2018 results. Here we are, focusing on June. I haven't even linked it yet because the post is not live. I'm recording this first, but I made $10,000. That's actually a typo there. $10,130 in revenue this month. So we will dive into the numbers and see how that happens. You can always go back and look at prior years. So if we want to look year over year, we can see last June, I did $12,737, so this is a step down year over year. But if you look year to date, I'm running well ahead of where I did in 2017. So here are the details. This is my profit and loss statement, or P&L. We're going to go through. This is a year to date look. And here we go, as promised, $10,130. Actually rounded up. $10,129.54 is the total. As you can see, the vast majority of that came from my writing services, over $10,000. That's the bread and butter that funds this whole little personal profitability empire. I also brought on a business consulting client last month. We worked together for about an hour, so there's $100 in revenue for that. If you're interested in business consulting with me, business coaching, make sure to check out personalprofitability.com for more information. But when you add all that up, there's my five-figure income for the month. And as you can see, writing services is what makes that line up. That is all of my different freelance writing clients lumped together. So this is, that's it. As you can tell, that's where the money comes from. Next, we're going to look at the expense side. So I have a membership of podcastguests.com. That's about $7. I had some online banking charges and fees for QuickBooks, so about $15 in costs there. Computer and internet I've been breaking down to get a little more detailed than I used to. I used to lump all these together. So now I have a breakout for cloud storage. That's super cheap. Domain names, that's something I want to track in more detail. And then all those web softwares, utilities, subscriptions, things like that. Spent about $323 on that last month. So, $357 total there in computer and internet costs. Continuing down, this is my paycheck. This cost of labor, I pay myself a weekly paycheck. That's part of what makes the tax benefit of being an S-Corp work for my business. So I don't include that on the income report breakdown, but you guys who watch the video here get to see that. So next one, here's a new project I'm working on. I haven't told anyone about it yet on the site, so you'll hear about it here first. So I am working with a partner who's located on the other side of the country. We've worked on a website together before. Now we're teaming up to do some online marketing consulting work, and this $47.40 is a hosting account for our first client. So expect more on Growth Media Partners soon. This isn't something I'm going to advertise big. This is just kind of a bolt-on to the consulting I'm doing now. So we'll hopefully see that grow. The next line, this one I'm super excited about, is Mastermind Hunt. I spent $102 on some business formation expenses this month because it's part of the business. I'm tracking it here. Ultimately, it will have its own financial statements, and we won't see anything here. But if you are interested in starting or joining a mastermind group, they have been such a huge part of my business. I highly recommend them. You want to head to mastermindhunt.com. You can join the email list and get notified when we launch. That's coming soon. Next, here is a big expense line, outsourced labor. Almost $1,600, half of which was search engine optimization. So this altogether includes my VAs, podcast editing, website developers I'm hiring to work on some projects like communitysharer.com. So if you want to make money, you got to spend money. So there's the costs there for my outsourced labor. Here's payroll taxes. I'll have to pay taxes. That's something I don't normally report in the income reports I do publicly on the website, just like the payroll, because that's something that I have to do either way. Next, telecom, that's my cell phone, home internet, which working at home, I use an internet line for my business more than anything else. That's my primary use of my internet. So now we have some costs there for my internet expenses. Lastly, I had some parking expenses from going down into the city. I think that was in Los Angeles. I paid $30 to park, and that's it. That adds up to the total. So $5,174 in expenses. But remember, on the website we subtract out the payroll taxes and we subtract out my payroll because I'd be paying that anyway, and that gives us our total $2,276 in expenses, or a net income, a net profit to me of $7,754. So that was a great month. I'm very excited about being over 10,000 every month so far this year. We cut it close this month. We cut it close in February as well. July is on track to do well, not quite as well as the $14,000 months I've been having every other month, but over the $10,000 mark. So we will check that one out next month. Also, I thought because we're here, we're hanging out, we're checking out my QuickBooks, I would show you my balance sheet. So a balance sheet is just a snapshot in time. It's something for just any one moment. So this will change constantly. You don't really look at it over a range of time like you do with an income statement. But this is just essentially what the business has and owes right now. So here we go, under the hood. So I have a checking and savings account at Chase for the business. I try to keep, lately I've drawn down the savings and moved them to personal savings where I can get higher interest rates. I think those are at Ally Bank. It's a bank I use myself. Checking, I try to keep about $10,000 in there to cover the next month or so of expenses. Accounts receivable, those are incoming invoices. I've actually been prepaid for a couple of things. That's why it's a negative number there. And that gives us total current assets of about $15,000, rounding. I was in finance for so long, we round. $100, we'll just round it. Liabilities, these are things like accounts payable. Those are bills owed to me or to anyone else. Credit cards. I want to get miles and points, so I put all my business expenses I can on business credit cards, and that totals up the liabilities. And down here you can see a members draw and equity. These are related to monies I've paid myself as part of the business for being an owner. Net income that's carried over, and ultimately your balance sheet, your equity plus your liabilities should equal your assets. So that's why you see the total assets up here equals liabilities and equity, and that's why it balances. That's why it's called a balance sheet. So you just learned a little something new if you've never seen a business balance sheet before, and you got to see all the details of my profit and loss for June. So now the first half of the year is behind us. I'm very excited about filling in the second half of the year. Hopefully, if everything goes as it has so far, I'll do about $150,000 in revenue. That's about $20,000 more than I did last year. That's something I like to see. So even if I miss 1 month, and not a huge deal, as long as I am overall raising my income year over year. That's the big goal. So we will see how the rest of the year goes. I'll see you again next month for the monthly income report. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube and click the little alarm bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video. Generally, those will come out every single Friday. Things like my 2-Minute Money, book reviews, and these income reports. So you don't want to miss those. Subscribe on YouTube. Also head to personalprofitability.com/bootcamp to join my free week-long crash course to personal finance. I hope to see you there. Thanks everyone, and until next time, stay profitable.
Thanks again, everyone, for being a part of it. If you haven't already, make sure to click subscribe and click that little alarm bell so you get notified the next time my online income reports or 2-Minute Money go live.